All right, we'll see if I can do this before Andrew gets home, because if he walks in, that'd be distracting. I've been running around the house trying to find my first Latelies, and I think Andrew must have taken it to work with him because I can't find it. Not that our house is super organized right now. Like, you can't see the mess because I've set you right here. But if you looked at the rest of our house, it's like Christmas Central slash dirty dishes. So it could be in the house. I just don't know where it is. But on Thursday, Andrew got a package in the mail and we couldn't figure out what it was. And he opened it up and it was his dissertation. So he completed his dissertation a year ago and it just took that long for them to bind it. That was exciting in itself, but I just decided I would flip through. Okay, I have no idea what his dissertation's really about. It's called like um, the effects of polychlorinated biphenyls on phospholipid bilayers. I think that's his title. I don't know for sure. However, it's some smart chemistry stuff. That's what's in his book. But I thought I'd just flip through it just to be nice because I really didn't think I'd understand anything in there. Well, I forgot that there was like an acknowledgements page and a dedication page. And so after all the copyright page, then the next page was the dedication page. And it just, in little letters, it just said, for Laura. And I almost cried. I'm not even a crier, but like he would dedicate all his work to me. Just really meant a lot. And if you know my husband, he's not like a warm and fuzzy kind of guy, and he's not like a words of affirmation kind of guy. So for him to do that for me was really sweet. Well, then it got even sweeter. So then I turn to the next page, and it's all the acknowledgments. And I scanned through kind of just to see if my name was in there. And he seriously, in this dissertation, in the acknowledgments page, he wrote the nicest things about me I've maybe ever heard him say. And he didn't even say them, he wrote them down. But he doesn't talk to me like that in real life because it just is not natural to him. He really tries, but it's not natural. He wrote the nicest things in that dissertation. And don't worry, Mom and Dad and Scott and Cindy, he definitely acknowledged you guys too. But I just felt so loved by a silly dissertation that I know nothing about. But he wrote just awesome stuff about me in it, and it really made me feel special. So that started off my week, Thursday lately, from Thursday to Thursday. The other things are so silly compared to that. Like, that's such a sweet thing that really made my week. The other things are just kind of little things that I've been liking this week. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Okay. Honestly, the rest of them are food because I shared a lot of my other stuff in the post prior to this. So the other things are little food items that I've really been liking. First of all, if you've never seen these before, go to your grocer's freezer and pick some of these up. They're called Dorot, and they're frozen. What's the word I'm looking for? Herbs. I think that's what I'm looking for. I get basil and cilantro, and I use them all the time. And this way we can eat. Okay, Bex has an awesome bean, like black bean kind of salsa thing that I eat on everything. I eat on chips. I eat in tortillas. Like I make it probably every other week and eat the whole thing. Andrew doesn't really like it. It's like black beans, onions, lemon juice, cilantro. I hate chopping cilantro. The first time I made it, I bought fresh and I hated chopping it. So then I found these. My sister-in-law suggested these little guys, and I'm in love. The basil, Andrew and I have been eating like fresh mozzarella. They sell them in these little teeny tiny balls in water, like in a container like this big at the grocery store. So we've been eating that with fresh little grape tomatoes, the basil, olive oil, and balsamic vinegar. Well, I eat balsamic vinegar. Andrew hates it, so he just eats it with olive oil. We've been eating that probably at least once a week too. So those are the two things I've been loving with these little guys. And it's so nice because we only use about 1 to 2 cubes a time, like about 2 cubes every time. And there's 20 cubes in there, so it lasts you forever and you don't have to buy the fresh stuff, which is really nice. Okay, next thing. Andrew likes the, basically caprese salad, He hates the black bean dip, but I love it. He and I both really like this. I'm trying to get away from eating popcorn out of bags because the books that I've read say that like the bags are bad for you. There's like Teflon in them or something. I don't really know. I have to look into it more. I'm trying really hard not to eat it out of the bags. I'm trying to eat the air pop stuff. But I bought these before I kind of knew about the really bad stuff. It's Orville Redenbacher's Naturals, and this flavor is buttery salt and cracked pepper. I don't even like popcorn, but I had a bag in my purse in case I ever got hungry at work. And Andrew just had a bag sitting at work in case he got hungry. And we both ate it the same day and texted each other like, "Oh my goodness, this stuff is so good." It's the perfect, it's not super buttery, it's not like movie theater at all. It's the perfect amount of salty butter and pepper. Um, so delicious. And these are the mini bags. So it's the perfect one serving. I don't know how many calories is in it. Oh, one bag popped is only 160 calories, and it like is huge. Like I dumped it out on a plate, and it was a mound of popcorn. Plenty for a snack. Plenty probably for lunch if you are a light eater. The last thing is another food that I really can't get enough of right now. And actually, no, I'm gonna share something else too. Okay. Tuesday night, it was my brother's birthday, and he bought tickets to go to David Phelps' Christmas concert. And then he decided last minute he didn't want to go. So Andrew and I got to go on a free date. We had to drive to Waco, was almost 2 hours each way. But on Tuesday night we went there, and then at like 9:10 after we left, we were getting in the car, and Andrew said, "Laura, what would you think about driving over to the Jimmy John's on Baylor's campus? Because we know the guy who owns this Jimmy John's." And so I was like, we have an 8 o'clock cutoff for eating. However, I'm starving because we ate at 5 o'clock before the concert. And I am loving, okay, this is my other loving, the Jimmy John's number 6 with no sprouts. It's a vegetarian. It's cucumbers, tomatoes, mayo, guac, provolone, and lettuce. I don't know if I said that already. It tastes like summer. Like, I don't know, it's just like really crispy and juicy and awesome. So the concert was a highlight because I got to go with my sweetie. The first half was awesome. It was all songs that I loved. The second half was and we actually left before it was over because we were tired and we wanted to get home before 11 o'clock. But eating Jimmy John's at 9:10 was a spectacular decision, although the next day I didn't feel super awesome. But I'm loving Jimmy John's. I've always been a Jimmy John's lover, but I have a renewed love for the number 6 vegetarian sub. So, okay, that went way longer than I thought it would, but I made it before Andrew got home. So I'm gonna go cook dinner now. And I hope that you guys have had good Thursdays. I'll link up with Bex and I'll link up with Stephanie. If you've been watching Stephanie's, she got it down to one video this week. So you'll have to check that out because usually it's like 2 or 3 videos. She got it down to one. And I just love watching people's Thursday Latelys. Let me know if you are a Thursday Latelys person because I would love to follow you and check out your things that you are loving. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you next week.